Good morning, everybody. So this is JJ, SWCC President. I'm going to have a little bit of a message here today for you, and I hope that everybody gets to watch this video, really takes into consideration the things that I'm about to talk about so that we can keep all of our fellow riders safe and sound and enjoy our two-wheel adventures. Okay? So continue watching, and I'll come back right after this little video.
Slow going. A line of vehicles stuck behind those cyclists.
Double line.
Forcing some to pass on a double solid. This is along River Road in Richmond. See that sign on the right? Share the road signs posted everywhere.
Can't get any clearer than this.
Arlene Trivedick took this video in June. The BC Motor Vehicle Act states cyclists must not ride abreast of another person operating a cycle on the roadway, and cyclists must obey the rules of the road.
No attempt to stop at a stop sign.
Right through the four-way stop. It happens again. And at Stevenson Highway and Number 5 Road, they appear to own it. We hear cyclists complain about drivers.
There should be respect both ways.
She asked us to join her one Sunday.
There's your sign on the road.
Because she lives along this road and takes it to work on Sunday mornings, and she believes it's the same group every week.
Hey guys, how come you're not sharing the road?
Hey, this is our lane, buddy.
They say it's their lane.
We aren't sharing the road.
Really?
You guys want to stop and talk to us?
Get out the road.
Why aren't you sharing the road? You guys are breaking the law, you know.
And when we catch up again, there was nowhere to pass.
Is it safe to pass?
Nope, because we have a corner coming up here. I can't see what's coming. Very frustrating.
We share our video with the executive director of Cycle BC.
Well, it's unfortunate. It's disappointing to see that sort of behavior, whether it's on the part of a motorist, a motorcycle, a cyclist, anyone. I mean, what we're really preaching is it's respect and courtesy.
What should have happened?
The last cyclist will call car back, and people will start to move over, and they'll slide in.
Usually the guy in the back, it's his responsibility to yell up, car back, and people will tighten up or they'll go a single file to let the cars pass. I mean, I don't like when cyclists are disobeying the rules either.
Now they're sharing the road.
The road widens out, and when we have two lanes in one direction, we try to talk to them again.
Did you see the signs back there? Why don't you guys share the road with motorists like the sign shows you? Pardon me?
You passed us on a double yellow?
No, it was a
Very
single.
dangerous.
He says we were in the wrong passing on a double line. Clearly, you can see we did not.
Who's creating a dangerous situation here?
You're creating a very dangerous situation.
Watch.
Okay, so the whole reason why I presented this video to you is because now I've seen situations that kind of have me concerned. And this always happens with every single club that gets big. First of all, 2 weeks ago, we had a charity ride on our normal hog route. And you guys know down Bodark, and when you're Foster, it's one lane each way, not much room, there's cracks along the road, but for the most part, the road is pretty safe. However, we did have large numbers from different clubs, different associations, different riders, and we did have our group going around corners pretty sketchingly, from what I understand. I was leading the B group, so I was not present at the time, but I believe the situation may have caused some danger, really have been troublesome for some other riders. Furthermore, this immediate past weekend, the B ride that I was leading on the way back from Fulshire down Bodark actually got pulled over. Now, what you gotta know about this, the cop was great. Fulshire Police is awesome. Fulshire Police is behind cyclists. They want to make sure that everybody is safe and everybody enjoys the road. First of all, we're riding to single file. Somebody from the back came up and said, hey, we still have a few people back. Instead of everybody holding their straight line, everybody kind of did this all over the freaking road. And so not only are we riding two abreast, we're riding 4 or 5 abreast because nobody wants to slow down and hold their line. At that time, we had a cop behind us. He sees everybody wearing the Wing Fury. He pulls us over. The fact that he pulled us over was not a big deal. He was doing the right thing. The cop was very kind. He was very appreciative of the fact that we were not rude. We had a great conversation. It was a short conversation. I did notice, however, he had a whole stack of Texas law, Fulshire law, whatever you want to call, and he went ahead to read it out loud to us, where section blah, blah, blah says that all cyclists must remain to the right at all times, allowing safe passage. he did clarify that it was acceptable for us to ride two abreast as long as it is safe. At that point, we were not being safe. At the time that he was passing us, we were not being safe. Hence, the issue. What mostly troubled me is that we actually had some people wearing the Wing Fury who we get pulled over, and I guess they are above the law. They decided to not unclip, and they just kind of slowly mosey on out when you're Foster. This message is not for me, and those are the people that cause trouble for us. So, as you saw in the video, I never want to be causing these issues. I don't ever want to put SWCC in the news. And unfortunately, the number one thing that I noticed, it wasn't the fact that the cop pulled us over. I noticed that he had a whole stack of the reprint of that law highlighted, where cyclists should remain to the right. That only means one thing. That means that somebody has called and complained more than once. So now we're getting the attention. So as we're going on our rides, what you do on your own time is up to you. I am not an angel by any means, but when you are wearing the kit, when you are riding with us, I ask you to follow the rules of the road, the rules of the pack. If we're riding two abreast, that file needs to be followed 100%. You don't decide to make your own third row or your own fourth. No, that doesn't happen. You can't do that. That is not safe for everybody. We'll have people in the back that decide to go to the front because they decide not to unclip. No, that is incorrect. You're doing it wrong. You are being that guy. And unfortunately, it seems like everybody with a $10,000 bike in a coach, the rules don't apply to you. Yes, they do. None of us want to admit that we're a bad cyclist. Nobody sits there and I volunteer, I'm a bad cyclist. No, it's up to others to judge your riding. It's up to others to help you out. And I ask you to be vulnerable. I ask you to put your ego aside. Yes, even if you have $4,000 envy wheels or whatever the new toy you have that qualifies you as the best pro cyclist. None of us are pro, not one of us. You need to follow the rules of the pack. You need to follow the rules to keep everyone safe and make certain that SWCC never is seen in the light that this other club has been seen. Keep it safe, keep it straight, keep the rubber side down, and don't be that guy. This is JJ, Presidente, and I'm out.